The objective of this video is to show how to navigate a scene in SketchUp Make 2017. Now, to use SketchUp effectively, you always need a mouse. It's possible to use it on a trackpad on a laptop, but it makes it a hell of a lot more difficult. So make sure you've got a mouse with a left mouse button, a right mouse button, and a middle scroll wheel. That should also act as a button as well when you click it down like a button. These can be picked up fairly cheaply at most supermarkets or computer shops. Now, to zoom in, put the mouse on the target you want to zoom in to. I'm going to use the face of this man. Now, on the mouse, I'm rolling the wheel towards the front of the mouse, and that is zooming me in. And you'll notice that the man is now zoomed in on the face because that was where the mouse was. So wherever your mouse is the point where it will zoom in to. So if I want to zoom in on the pocket on his t-shirt, I'll put the mouse on that spot, and then I'll roll the wheel on the mouse away from me towards the end of the mouse. Likewise, if I roll it the opposite direction, it will zoom out. Now, if you want to pan, you hold down the Shift key on the keyboard, you click the middle mouse button, and then you drag the mouse. And you should see this hand appearing. That's called a pan. Okay, the icon for the pan is on the left here on the large tool set, and you see it's a yellow hand icon. So the orbit one is when you click the middle mouse button down and drag. So this is how you look around the scene. Like that, you'll see the axes are moving in the horizon. But the man isn't, because he's what's called a front facing component. So he'll always look flat at the camera no matter what angle you're at. So if you want to orbit, you click the middle mouse button down and you drag like that. Okay, and it's recommended that you don't drag and do a really extreme movement with your mouse. Just do a gentle, slow drag, and then it's nice and predictable. If you go quickly, you can get lost. So the icon for that is this red and green icon here on the left-hand toolbar at the bottom. So that's orbit, that's a middle mouse button click and a drag. Okay. Now this one here, remember, is pan. That's the hand. So you can click it and you can drag it. So that's the same as holding down the middle mouse button with the Shift key and dragging. And zoom, remember, you put it on your target and then you roll the mouse button away from yourself. And to zoom out, you roll it back to yourself. So if I want to zoom in on his shoe, look, I can put it there, and then I can roll it like that. The icon for zoom is on the left. It's this one here. It's just a simple magnifying glass. So if I click and hold down the mouse button, I can drag, but with the tool, it'll always zoom to the middle. Now, if you want to zoom out, it's this one here with the three little arrows around it, the three little red arrows. That's called Zoom Extents. So that's on the toolbar, the large tool set on the left-hand side of the screen, and it's the one with the magnifying glass with the three red arrows around the edge. So I'm going to click that, and it will zoom out. So now I'm on the standard magnifying glass on the toolbar. I'm clicking and dragging down, and now I'm zooming out. Now, if you want to zoom in on a specific area, like we did with the mouse earlier by putting it on the target and then rolling the wheel, you can also do it on an icon here. And that's what this one here is for. This is called Zoom Window. So it's a magnifying glass with a dotted red box around it. So you click it, you then drag over the area that you want to zoom in on, and then, when it's done thinking, it should then zoom in like that. Okay? So if I want to zoom in on the ear, I click the zoom window, I draw a box over it, so that's a click and a drag with the left mouse button. I then let go, I wait for my computer to think a bit, and then it will zoom in. So to zoom out so I can see everything, I click Zoom Extents in the bottom left-hand corner. And because I want to zoom out a little bit further, I'm just going to roll that wheel on the mouse towards me. Now, if you want to zoom into a previous view, in the bottom left corner, you've got this icon here. It's a magnifying glass with a blue arrow over it, and it's called Previous. So if I click it, it will go to previous views, like that. Okay, so you've got orbit, you've got pan. So orbit lets you look around your scene, pan lets you move the camera but keep the angle the same. Zoom will zoom to the middle of the screen. Zoom window will zoom into a specific area. Zoom extents will fill the entire screen with your drawing if you lose yourself or you want to see everything. And then zoom previous will take you to previous zoom modes